Hello students, in question 3 we deal with a two-digit number where when you reverse the digits the value of the number increases by 9. So to imagine what happens, let's say the first digit of this two-digit number is x and the other one is y. So to give a concrete example is, let's say if you have 92, so x is 9 and y is 2. And then when you reverse it, it becomes 9, so 29. So this is what it means, yeah? So let's say the first digit, because we don't know what it is, we call it x, and the second digit we call it y. So the two-digit number can be expressed as xy. So the first sentence says that the sum of the digits of this two-digit number is 7. So from here, we can come up with an equation that x plus y apparently is 7. So this is our first equation. The second one is a little bit more tricky to think about. If you reverse each digit, so you make it into yx instead of xy, apparently the number increases by 9. So how can we express this as an equation? So don't forget, the first digit shows you the tens position, and the second digit shows you the unit position. So now let's think about the value of these two-digit numbers. So if I write it as xy, x has a tens position and y has the unit position. In my previous example, we talked about 92. So 9 actually has the value 90. So x in this case has also value x times 10. So in this case, xy has a value 10x plus y. So for instance, in the example of 92, it's 9 times 10, which is 90 plus 2, so 92. And if I reverse it, then the value will become 29. So the 2, instead of having the value just unit 2, it will become 2 times 10, 20. Because now 2 is in the tens position. So meaning the value of yx is just 10 times y plus x. So I hope that makes sense what this value of the two-digit number is. So in the sentence it says, once you reverse it, apparently the second number will be increased by 9. So meaning from the first digit, if you increase it by 9, you will get the second number. So basically it increases once you reverse the digit. So in this case, it's also the same. The value, see, it will increase by 9 once you reverse the digit. So can we come up with an equation here now? It means 10x plus y. If you add 9, you will end up with 10y plus x. Now, if we rearrange everything, we will have 10x minus x plus y minus 10y, and then equals, subtract 9 both sides, we will have minus 9 on that right-hand side. So if we simplify, we will end up with 9x minus 9y equals negative 9. And to make it even simpler, if we divide both sides by 9, we actually will have x minus y equals negative 1. So these two sentences have given us two equations. So the second sentence gives us x minus y equals negative 1. And the first sentence gives us an equation x plus y equals 7. So we are going to try and solve both of them. You can do it in many ways, of course, but in this case, we can try and use substitution. Why not, right? The pink equation, if I rearrange, I will have x equals, add y both sides, y minus 1. So we are going to substitute this into the first equation. So we will substitute x by y minus 1. So x will be written by as y minus 1, and then plus y equals 7. And then if we add the two y's, we will have 2 y's, and add 1 both sides, we will have 8. So in this case, then the value of y is 4. And if y is 4, x must be 4 minus 1, so x is 3. So we end up with y equals 4 and x equals 3. So let's check whether this makes sense. Is that really true that when I have xy, so 34, the two digits, when you add them, 3 plus 4 is 7, so that's correct. That is the first sentence. And then if I actually reverse the digits, 43, is it true that it increases by 9? Yes, apparently it is true. So then we know our solutions are correct. I hope this makes sense and you understand it. You can practice now with the problems. Good luck!